Hey, what's up? Guess what? I didn't even think that we're gonna be doing a video because I wasn't planning on it, and it's Tuesday. I wasn't like gonna come up with a new workout, but I did. Okay, so like I was thinking about it because I was like, dang, dude, today just like my back is just killing me. If you've heard my documentaries, you heard the story of how I got the whiplashes, and it was like when just imagine like, you know, like bending and then covering your head and then how it makes a bigger hump. Imagine that. Just bam, taking all impact, okay? So well, in fact, you start skipping across the water like the perfect skipping rock. Yeah, you know the kind. Okay, so I suffer pain because of it, and I think that I healed because I healed myself, okay? I didn't go in. There was no way I was gonna wear a neck brace. Like, I'm good. But the way I healed is almost like I healed being like hunched over. We didn't take a shower yet. We're going to. Don't worry. I'll bedazzle before we do the workout. And so I started to like stretch, and I was like, oh, look at that. Look how tall you're standing. You just gained an inch. You were very, very, very hunched over for a very long time. It's like I healed horribly bad, terrible, okay? Which means, okay, if you look at it like your spirit self looking in the way they do imaging, okay? And you could see the muscle fibers, and if you colored the muscle fibers, the active ones are red. The ones out of oxygen, no longer active, they're blue, meaning they're asleep. And it's like, oh, that's interesting. I could like do workouts to like unlock that, and I started coming up with a whole new routine. So you're welcome, this overthinker brain of mine. This is how they come on, because of incidences where I'm like, dude, how do I fix that? But how do I do it without needing a gym? So how do I do it without a lot of equipment or zero, you know? And then I just started doing these moves, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna have this workout. So we will be doing the ones we did yesterday that I posted today. It happens, sorry. Yeah, those are gonna be our warm-ups, and then we're gonna do these moves and get unlocked and unblocked, both physically and energetically, okay? So I'm gonna go bedazzle, and then we'll do the workout, okay, darling? Yes. Okay, I think I'm ready. Get a little dance going, get our energy up, and let's do this. Get your music on, you know I can't play mine. Okay, for me, we're gonna go back to the kitchen, because for one of the moves, you know, we just did it. We got to go around the table. But first, we're doing our lunge squares. All right, we got 4 rounds of this. This counts as 1 square. And then we'll be on 2 squares. Listen, it's cold outside. This is why I am wearing leggings and a long sleeve shirt under my tank top dress. Yes, because I can wear whatever freak I want. Why? Because I do not follow trends. Make sure you're really sliding. Slide and then slide forward. Slide and bend, slide forward and up. Slide and bend. Perfect. You guys are doing great. Hang in there, and if you need a drink, grab it. But you should be good. We got this. Keep going. Yeah, you can work out in anything. What are you comfortable in? You don't need to work out in certain things. That's sometimes an excuse. Well, I don't have the right thing to wear, so maybe not. No excuses, no more. That's not what we're going to bring into 2026, okay? And we're going to start our new good habits in 2025. Last month of the year, we're going to install these good habits so that we can carry them forward all throughout 2026. But you got to start somewhere, honey. You got to start somewhere. And why not start easy? These are easy peasy, lemon squeezy, okay? We're on round 4 of backward sliding. This one I feel like I'm doing better than I did on the last video, because for some reason going backwards and sliding backwards is like hard for my brain to comprehend. It's just not as natural, you know? And this time I'm keeping my heel all the way on the floor. Last time it was not.
it does work better when your heel stays flat on the floor, okay? Oh, I got messed up. You see? Have fun. Laugh anyways. It's all good. You got this. Ladies who have a mommy pooch, it's normal because that is our whole uterine cavity, okay? Jumping jack slides. And we need to take precious care of that little baby maker, especially if you've already had kids. Yes, it can go away. Just know that it takes a lot of work and it takes maintenance. Maintenance, okay? You can't just one done and then you're done. Like, this is forever. Working out should be a forever thing. You can't just go into working out thinking that you're only going to do it for a couple of months and you're going to be perfect tip-top shape and never have to keep up. This is a lifelong thing. That's why it is a lifestyle choice. Just like being single is a lifestyle choice, or being in a committed relationship or marriage. That is a lifestyle choice. Not everyone chooses it. Sometimes people get married and they find out, wow, this isn't for me. Or they find out like, wow, this person just doesn't belong in marriage. I don't know, but I want a partner that wants marriage, you know? It's all your own thing. I don't know. I just went rambling on, but anyways, gliding. We're gliding around the table. Gliding. Get the whole family involved in this. These workouts are for everybody. I wanted them to be all-inclusive. At any stage you're at, sometimes you get tired of the same old routine. So I've got a lot that you can choose from. Sometimes you want to stick to the same routine. I got a few of those that you can choose from as well. Mainly the full body and the core workouts. Those are the main ones, okay? Because, and we go over them. We'll do them again starting January, February, and March. Get ready, because I'm going to make you work hard again. They are hard, aren't they? But now you know why they work so good. Get ready for the couch. Remember, you're going to be uncomfortably sitting on your tailbone. Okie dokie pokey. Yes. Now sit down, take a seat. And I'm just making sure you can see me in a good position. Okay, remember, we're kicking our legs up this time to get our abs. And, ow. Okay, Kitty is biting my toes. Anyways, we're crossing over. But this time, unlike yesterday where I did 1, 2, 1, 2, we're doing 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, okay? We're doing 5 sets of 10 of these, so pay attention to my hand. See, look, we're on round 2, so that's 20. Okay, keep going. It is going to burn a little more, and you're going to notice doing these, you also get your inner thighs. Isn't that beautiful? I'm glad that we switched it over to including our legs. And it's a little less strenuous on the back. I was noticing my lower back was not liking it, how we were just doing the sit-ups. And they did feel a little weak sauce, didn't they? This is how we find out what workouts work best for us. You got to think about all these things when your muscles are moving. You got to think about, am I getting a burn while I'm doing this move? How can I tweak it to make it better? And then bam, you got a whole new workout, and that's how it works, baby. I try to address the problems I'm going through because I am not the only person living, so I know I'm not the only one going through the problems. Get down here. We're going to dip, potato chip. Dip, dip. Make sure your heels are down, toes are pointed to the sky. And lift. Really squeeze those glutes at the top. Remember, when we want to contract our muscle and tighten it, we want to breathe in. So, and then out for down. You understand? Get your breath work in. I promise it helps. It helps even more. Breath work, breath work. And watch my thumb, watch my right hand, okay? We're gonna do the counting of 10. 5 sets of 10 equals 50 total. Why? Because it's a trouble zone, baby. It's a trouble zone. A lot of us, we sit on our derriere. I am guilty because when I'm creating, I'm sitting. Or if I'm writing in my novel, I'm sitting. I sit a lot, so I got to do a lot more butt workouts. Even throughout the day, sometimes I'll just do this again, just the butt, or I'll do donkey kicks. Or squats, just randomly pop up some squats, You have all this freedom of movement And a lot of times we don't even really think about it, but we take so much advantage of that, that we just don't use our own abilities sometimes. You know, you have the ability to do it, but you choose not to. You choose not to. And we're all guilty of it. We all freaking do it. And we're going to start new habits, right? Getting into better habits. I'm going to take you back to my bedroom, okay? Let's get started. All right. So I am always trying to work on my posture. I swear I am. Even when I'm sitting, I have to like, oh, you're slouching again. Oh, you're slouching again. And then I found out that it has to do a bit with breath work. That makes it easier. And then just like clicks, because when we do meditation and we're releasing things through what? Breath work, right? Energetics, frequency, breath, it's all connected. All the elements, they're connected, right? So in breath work, right, because this is my normal stance. You can see that I'm slouched, okay? But if I pull up, literally it automatically pulls my shoulders this way, and then my head comes back, and then my hips, they're not out like this, they come in. And it instantly takes away the pain up my spine. The problem is, I can't hold it for very long. And by the end of the day, or even 2 minutes later, it goes back to this. Okay, so we have to really work on it and we have to do daily practices, but honestly, I'm terrible at this, so I might just be speaking for myself. I need to start stretching again, okay? Notice when cats or dogs get up, every time they lay down and they're about to get up, they stretch before they move. They stretch. It's the first thing they do. And I'm like, why am I not doing this, right? But then it's kind of not enough. Like, now that I have so much weakened muscles and fibers that got stretched and pulled and ripped, right? And maybe that's not the case for you, but you still suffer stiffness and all that stuff. Well, we need it unstiff, right? So breath work and hinging in different moves, okay? So it's just going to be a swing. First, we're just swinging, okay? And then I want your arms to come out here. And just really open up your back, all that stuff. And we're going to kind of like sway, okay? It's becomes a whole little workout all on its own. Notice I'm bringing my foot up. I'm getting everything involved. When you're running, and you need to sprint because you have to run for your life from a pack of coyotes. I think I've told you that story. But when you have to run, even if you're just running casually, notice all the muscles that are actually working. Which I hate that running gets such a bad rap because honestly, it works every single muscle in your entire body. But if you don't run, you hate running because those muscles are not engaged. And if they try to be engaged, they hurt. And then they're sad tomorrow, right? And we don't want that. And it's important, okay, to do all these moves. Now with the twist, we're gonna come up. I know, this is gonna be freaking weird. Up, up. What this is gonna do for you, I think socks might be a bad idea right now, but eventually we wanna come up so we can kick, right? So we can kick. But we have to have our balance and our stability in our back. Can't do that or you're gonna hurt yourself, right? Too old for these when you don't do them often. And you're not a fighter, right? So it's kind of like bam, bam, right? And then bam, bam, right? Bam, bam, because this is also stability. Stability here too. But you can't be that stable even in your legs if your core and your upper back are all out of whack, okay? So it's important. Okay, from there, this one's gonna be an interesting move. Okay, we're just gonna kind of tabletop, right? And I want you to like push back and push back. Feel like a pterodactyl. Okay. So you're just like, and open up. And open up. But without having to add weights right now, we can already feel it working the muscles we need. Sometimes you don't need weights. Like, weight should be if you're really trying to build or if you're trying to have like actual super strength or something, you know? But you don't really need weights to build muscle. You just need to move your muscle to build your muscle. And we're going to engage it just like this. Okay? And your pullback is this. So we got to work that hunch out, right? From here, kind of spread your legs a little more. And we're going to come up like this. You ever bend over and you're just like, I can't anymore? Well, that's because we don't actually bend that much. This is also going to put a lot of pressure over here on your glute. And you want that. It's kind of like picking up a bag. You're going to pick up a bag. Pick up the bag. pick up the bag. Okay? We have to get all these tightness out of us, which means everywhere, right? From this, eventually we can work down here and come up and down here. That's later, okay? Beginners, think of this as like a beginner stage of getting untweaked. Okay, maybe this is geared for more older people. Older people, okay, that's fine too, so what? We all need these. Other side, okay? All of my weight is in this leg and right on the butt, okay? Pick up the bag. Pick up the bag. Pick up the bag. No more throwing it back out. Pick up the bag. Right? Come on now. I always try the workouts first. If they're not good, I'm not going to give them to you. Come on. You can trust me by now. And they're the simplest moves, bro and sis. They're the simplest moves. Let's get 3 more. Pick up the bag. And 3. Okay. Your next one's popping, popping, popping. Okay? Gotta get that core. But make sure you're seated in your back, okay? Your back has to stay super straight. If you have to, keep your back straight and you're having trouble, then just come to a wall and do this, okay? Make sure your shoulder blades are all the way on the wall if you need a little extra help, okay? But I want your shoulder blades back. Working on the posture. Working on the posture. It's not just all about your back. Your core has to hold your back also to keep everything. Imagine yourself like Bella Swan when she's changing and she was all broken because she was having a baby, right? And she got all broken. And it's the putting back together of those fibers. Think about those fibers. That's what we're working on. We're, okay? Bringing them back up. Bringing that spine back in place. But through work, okay? We don't get to be like Bella Swan and have it work fast for us on its own, okay? We have to do the work. And part of it is building the core. Right? Right. So keep the teepee. Go as high as you can with your legs. It's also a good leg workout. You're welcome. The next one you're going to feel a little weird. Like a hippie. Cause it's gonna reach for the sky. Okay? Hopefully I remember all these because I didn't write them down this time. Just kind of remember them and I'm winging it. That happens. We're just going with the flow. It'll be your last piece, but it's to help open up like this. Like a scary tree. Just open it up. Open it up. In the middle, make your way to the right. And back. I'm not really bending the rest of my back. This is out, and I'm coming here, but I'm working the shoulders. Because that's the part that I'm having the most pain in and the most trouble. Ready? Breathe it out. Breathe out the pain. Breathe it in. Hold it. Breathe out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. But you better be squeezing that shit. Squeeze it. Right when you get the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Down and squeeze, 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 squeeze. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. For real, this works. Okay? If you've been sitting down for too long, even do these every freaking time, okay? One more. And over to the left. You guys, you did it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at you. Congratulations. Also, if you need to, and you're having issues with the back pain, come to a wall and just, my ribs came out, my butt's touching, and my shoulder blade is touching. And reach up and just hold this position. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let that be like that. Let your shoulders be like this until you can actually release the pain. And that might take a few times to do that, but you'll feel the pain release and you'll be good for a couple more hours. If you're stuck as bad as I am, and it's that injured,
You have to do this a few times, especially the wall thing. A few times a day, I've noticed helps keep the pain away. And every time that I go back and slack, I'm like, gee, why do I hurt again? And I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't doing my workouts. Oh yeah. Right? And so we have to stand tall, sit tall, make sure you're sitting upright. When you're sitting at a desk and you're typing away, make sure your shoulders are back. Shoulders back. Pinch a penny. Act like you get a penny back there and you're gonna pinch it. Pinch it. Pinch it. All right? Because you don't need that kind of mess. It sucks. It's horrible. It's not fun. Living in constant pain, it's not fun. But there is stuff you can do about it, and this is one of the things. There are many things, but I just showed you a few things. A few of the things. This is one of the things. You're welcome. I'm a Gemini. We're all over the place. This is what it is. You guys, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.